I'll bite my tongue and I won't talk this time. While you take the conversation, what's left deep the razor, but I'm losing all my patience. And when I draw the line, it's gonna last October. My confidence is standing, I will go swimming over again.
Alright, Bloke Show UK. Episode, lost count. It's the 2nd of 2016. And 2016 hasn't started off too great, has it? You had the passing of Lemmy and now David Bowie. The news of David Bowie's death broke this morning. So on my way to the gym, about 6:15, on the news, on the radio. Now, for those of you who don't know me that well, I'm not a big David Bowie fan. I'm not a big Motorhead fan. Not that I don't like them, just not a fan of their music. Not a fan of David Bowie's music. I don't have a problem with people eulogizing and paying tribute to the guy. That's cool. It just shows how much his music impacted people's lives. But let me tell you something. And I said this before on my Facebook page, and people started getting all aggy about it. If you're a fan of his, then fair enough. But all of a sudden, when these people die, fans start coming out of the woodwork. How come you lot didn't give a shit about him before? Now, that's not to say that people weren't fans of David Bowie or Motorhead. That's fine, it's cool. I know when people are fans of certain artists because they always pin their shit on their fucking Facebook walls. This guy's music, this song touched me. I love these lyrics, yada yada yada. But the moment David Bowie died, all of a sudden I see like 500 people on my Facebook friends list saying, R.I.P. David Bowie, your music touched me. What? How come all of a sudden you are David Bowie fans? I see Brixton, all these people tweeting about Brixton. Oh, this is where David Bowie was born. Like, you lot gave a shit before. It fucking pisses me off, man. Like, okay, on the radio they said, you know, the family want the guy's memory to be respected. They don't want to be bothered. Cool. And I hope the media respect them for that. I hope they don't go knocking on these people's doors. I hope they don't go through these fucking rubbish bins and whatnot so they can find the story and sell shit. But you people on the timelines, on Twitter and on Facebook are just as bad as the media. Because you lot are jumping on a bandwagon. Okay, if you're a fan of his music, cool. But don't go on every 5 minutes. I see one guy on Facebook, no names mentioned, every 5 minutes or every 15 minutes, he come up with something about David Bowie, whether it be a quote, whether it be something from a song, whether the guy was so important to him. Fuck, unfriended. I can't handle these fucking stalkers, man. The whole thing with Lemmy didn't blow up as much on my timeline on my Facebook list, probably because a lot of my friends weren't into that kind of music. But then I see the hypocrites that fucking believe in God, that go to church, that believe in Jesus, that do this and that at Christmas time, yada yada yada. They're throwing up fucking devil horns, like you lot are some kind of fucking rock stars. Don't take the fucking piss. I'm not a religious person. I couldn't give two shits about it. But when I see people give it all the big one about I'm going to church on Christmas and I'm doing the thing the Christian way, and yet you are throwing up fucking horns like you are supposed to be the devil worshippers. You ain't the devil worshippers. The fuck is this guy doing? Fucking traffic all over the gaff and these bus drivers cutting me up. Dickheads. That fucking pisses me off, man. Really does. Don't be a hypocrite. If you're into rock music and you're into death metal, fine. I've got no problem with it at all. That is your prerogative. But don't start giving me all the fucking holier than thou religious bollocks and then start throwing up fucking horns. It's either one or the other. Don't talk to me about you believing in God and Jesus, and next thing you know, you're talking about being a Satan worshipper. It doesn't make sense. Hypocrites. All over the fucking gaff. Piss off. Anyway, I found a few newsworthy things, which I wanted to talk about on the previous show, but I was talking too much about wrestling, and that went on a bit too long. And to be honest, I got a lot of good feedback on that. So thank you very much. And that's a lot of that feedback came from the actual wrestlers themselves. So I'd like to thank you for that. Right, first story. Load of bollocks, this one. Parents are being urged to sign up for a free app which tells them the sugar content of food and drink. This is from the BBC website. The Sugar Smart app from Public Health England works by scanning barcodes and revealing total sugar in cubes or grams. Officials hope it will help combat tooth decay, obesity and type 2 diabetes and encourage families to choose healthier alternatives. Now let me tell you something. I'm a parent myself, as you probably know this by now. Okay? I know what my daughter is having to eat. I'm monitoring it. When I'm at work, my daughter is with my mum and my mum looks after the child. I know what my child is eating. Okay, granted, if this app is for parents that want their kids to eat healthier, fine, cool. But let me tell you something. You as a parent, or any parent that's listening to this, that you download this app, you tell me that when your kid goes to school, you know exactly what they're eating. Do you tell your kid, right, to bring home any wrapper or any bit of wrapping that's got some kind of barcode on it from what they've eaten in the tuck shop or in their school, so bring it home and scan it so I know how much sugar you are having? Bollocks. No, you don't. If you're a parent and you need an app to tell you how much sugar your child is having, then you're a dickhead. You shouldn't be having kids. Simple as that. You should know what your child is having. If you're worried about your child being obese, don't feed it too much. Don't feed it the wrong shit. It is that simple. Take your kid football practice. Take your kid to the park. Make your kid run. Encourage your child to do some activities so it doesn't become obese or bullied at school. See, that's the problem these days. Every parent, or for some reason, someone thinks that every parent needs direction on how to fucking look after their kids. Oh, there's an app to teach your kid how to go to sleep. There's an app to teach your kid manners. There's a way of talking to your child these days. There's the naughty step. There's always some kind of fucking study that says children behave better when they're spoken to or treated in a certain manner. Bollocks. If you know your child and how your child behaves, you should know how to deal with them. You don't need a fucking book or a manual or an app or some prickhead on television, yeah, that probably doesn't even have kids themselves, telling you how to look after your kid and get the best out of them. That shit pisses me off. Really does. Unbelievable. And this thing only works on 75,000 products. Out of how many million products are there out there? Dickheads. Tooth decay. Tooth decay. If my child is sitting there eating sweets all day, of course she's gonna get tooth decay. If she ain't brushing her teeth before she goes to bed or after she has had breakfast or whatever, then of course she's gonna get tooth decay. If she's drinking fizzy drinks all the time, she's gonna get tooth decay. It is that simple. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to know these things. You don't need an app to tell you about this shit. Does my fucking head in. Next story. From the BBC again. A Scottish mine worker has reportedly been arrested in Kyrgyzstan after comparing its national dish to a horse's penis on Facebook. Michael McFeet was said to have been held after posting a picture of Kyrgyz co-workers queuing for a chuk-chuk horse meat sausage. The caption compared the dish to a stallion's genitalia. What kind of bollocks is this? No pun intended. A man sees a dish, a local dish, it looks like a dick, he comments about it and gets arrested. What kind of fuckery is this? Let me tell you something. I know that in different countries they've got different customs and different religions and different rules and different laws. Some countries you could get arrested for spitting. I agree with that. You spit on the floor, you should get arrested and get a kicking. It's disgusting. I see bare people spitting on the floor in London, and there's rules and laws and saying this council says that you could get arrested for spitting. I see fucking in Holloway and Enfield especially, Enfield where I live, council says you're gonna get arrested if you get caught spitting on the floor. You look down, there's phlegm everywhere. So who's gonna be arresting who? In this country, a man makes a comment on Facebook. It's not even like he said something like, did he say, I don't even know, did he? He said it on Facebook. So it's not as if he said it out in public. He said it on Facebook. So either a colleague of his has grassed him up, or he's kind of done the stupid thing and linked himself working for the company on Facebook. And they've seen it and they've arrested him. But even still, so what? He's compared the dish to horse stick. Big deal. In England and in Britain, there's the sausage. How many jokes are there sausage related? How many innuendos have there been as a result of sausage related stuff? Where you going, you fucking prick? Man trying to cut me up. Knobhead. Geezer thinks he's Danny Dyer as well. Prick. Big trench coat and his fucking collar up. Dickhead. Sovereign ring on his left fucking pinky. Knobhead. Oh, fuck yourself. You don't own a fucking pub. You ain't a Cray. You ain't Dave Courtney. Fuck off. Dickhead. So my guy gets arrested. This is just ridiculous. Like, even the Foreign Office got involved in all this shit. I mean, look, in Cyprus, there's a sausage called bastonma. It looks like a dick. It's a spicy sausage. So you can imagine how many fucking jokes come out of that. You make a bastonma joke, no one cusses, no one says nothing. They laugh. There's so many other countries that have got these dishes and whatever, and one guy makes a comment and he gets arrested. Really and truly, it's probably because he's Scottish. It's because he's not from that country. I mean, I hear his co-workers were like protesting and wanted him back to work, and then they got him back. Cool. What kind of bollocks is this? My guy fucking makes a joke. And he works at a gold mine as well. It's a gold mine he works at. So you'd have thought he got arrested for stealing. But no, he makes a joke out of a fucking bit of meat that looks like a horse dick. And it comes from a horse, doesn't it? It's a horse meat sausage. So it well and truly could be the fucking horse's dick. So maybe he rumbled these lot. Maybe he rumbled them. You don't know. Kyrgyzstan people eating horse dick. You eat horse dick. Arrest me. I live in England. What are you going to do? Dickheads. Fucking hell, man. But that's not the biggest fuckery arrest I've heard. I was doing a bit of research about this. Get this one. I'm sorry, I can't quote the website because I forgot to take down the link. But, get this. A vigilante group in Nigeria apprehended a group of would-be car thieves, including one man who, in inverted commas, turned himself into a goat. He did what? Apparently a guy stole a car, miraculously turned himself into a goat. Now let me get this straight, because I'm still trying to comprehend this story. I know they believe in voodoo. I know they believe in witch doctors. I know they believe in all sorts of fucking witchcraft. But to think that a man turned himself into a goat, it's incredible. The police spokesman, get this, the police spokesman said the goat armed robbery suspect, so they arrested a goat, will not be left off the hook until interrogation into the case are concluded. You're going to interrogate a goat? I don't even know what to say. I seriously don't even know what to say. What is this world coming to? For fuck's sake, I mean, look, you hear about ISIS blowing shit up. You hear about paedophiles, you hear about this, you hear about that. But then when you hear about stories in these countries, don't get me wrong, Nigeria isn't a third world country. I know people that have come over from Nigeria with money, and they've got fucking houses. I'm not talking about shacks here with fucking aluminium panel fucking roofs. I'm talking about mansions here, like fucking 12-bedroom houses on farmlands, and you know, these people got fucking peas. They come to England dressed up like the guy from fucking, what's his name, Prince Hakeem from Coming to America. Hello England, that kind of fucking bollocks. But they got money. They got more money than this Hakeem geezer. And yet their people, their police force are fucking arresting goats. How is that going to happen? How are you going to get... I'm sorry, I just imagining it makes me laugh. How? It's almost as dumb as the Americans that think that Elvis is still alive and he's been taken by fucking aliens. What kind of fuckery is this? It's almost as ridiculous as Donald Trump being president of America. There, I said it. Almost as ridiculous as Donald Trump being the president of the United States. Almost. Okay, so here's another story. It's from the Daily Mirror. Terrifying moment, woman is bitten in the face after trying to kiss a snake. The short 7-second video shows the woman leaning for a smooch with the slithering reptile before it all goes badly wrong. No fucking shit. This shocking clip shows the moment a snake bites a woman's face as she leans in for a kiss. The 7-second video shows the woman bend towards a reptile, apparently puckering his lips for a quick smooch. But as her face gets close, the snake suddenly snaps and strikes out of her face. What the fuck is wrong with people? Seriously, I get people like to kiss animals. I see people kissing their dogs and their dogs licking their faces. I see people kissing their cats and their cats licking their faces. But a fucking snake. Now, if this was a snake that she owned, it wouldn't... Well, I don't even think she owned it. She didn't own it because the snake was owned by... the snake had a handler. So this was just some random woman trying to kiss a snake. There are very few animals in this world that you'd want to kiss anyway. Some women want to kiss frogs because they think they're some kind of Cinderella bollocks. Some women like to kiss their dogs because they love their dogs and they love their pets, whatever. But kissing a fucking snake, even if it's a snake that you own, is one of the dumbest things that I've heard. Are you stupid? Kissing a fucking snake. A reptile with venom. If that's one way of trying to kill yourself, well, good luck. That's one way of doing it, isn't it? Let's be honest. You want to die, and you fucking know that euthanasia isn't fucking legal, kiss a fucking snake and see what happens. Hell, why don't you just fucking sleep with scorpions? Sleep with scorpions, or jump in a fucking, I don't know, river full of fucking piranhas. What kind of stupidness are these people doing? I don't even think it was for a joke or a bet. It was just some stupid woman. And it was a woman. It happened in Thailand. So she probably had a dick as well. Fuck's sake, man. What's wrong with you people? Kissing a fucking snake. Right, what's this woman doing? Do you know what? As a driver, especially in London, you get to notice things a lot more than a normal commuter would. Because you gotta have eyes and ears everywhere. You gotta keep looking in mirrors, you gotta keep looking forward, left, right. You just never know when one dickhead is gonna step out in the road without you fucking noticing. I'll give you this example, perfect example. I'm driving down this road called Nightingale Road, N22, Haringey, Wood Greenways. And this road is dark. It's got about 3 street lights, if that. And this woman is about to cross the road. She's wearing all black, and all I can see on her is the fucking white trim of her jacket. That's all I can see. But she's pushing a pushchair. And the thing is, she pushes the pushchair in the road first. Yeah, I know you push a pushchair. That's the whole point of a pushchair. But if you got your child in it, see me, and this is just what I do. If I'm going to step out in the road, I'll step out in the road backwards. Because if any car is coming, who's going to get fucking run over first? Who's going to get smashed? Me or the kid? I put my kid's life first. I walk into the street, into the road, backwards. I do not care if it fucking inconveniences anyone. It's my child. So I'm walking out in the road backwards. I'm pulling the pushchair. And then when I get into the road, I swivel it round and I walk normally. Simple. This dumb bitch pushes the pushchair in the fucking road. You're on the pavement, love. Yeah, you're on the pavement. There isn't even a slope either. The pavement is about what? 6 inches off the ground? 6 inches off the road. So she's pushing the fucking... What if you lose control of this pushchair because you pushed it onto the ground? What happens then? Dumb fucking bitch. Good job I'm doing 20 miles an hour down this road. And what makes matters worse? Cyclist. I've got no problems with cyclists. Fosh is a cyclist. And he's one of them dickhead cyclists as well. But there's other dickhead cyclists who, really and truly, shouldn't even be on a fucking bike. They shouldn't be using any kind of transport that they need to rely on themselves. They should be using public transport. Them being on the road and having control of any kind of vehicle is a danger. These are the type of cyclists that don't have lights on their bikes. They don't have the fucking fluorescent clothing or the luminous clothing or whatever, the you know, that kind of fucking stuff that you can see at night. Reflective clothing. They're the ones that don't wear helmets. They're the ones that don't have any kind of protective clothing. Anything, nothing. Dickhead just gets on a bike and pedals. Rags. Guy just wakes up in the morning, doesn't even brush his teeth, doesn't even do his hair, jumps on a bike, boom, I'm going. And these dickheads ride in the morning when it's dark, and they ride at night when it's dark. No lights, nothing. I don't know where you're coming or going. I can see you if you're in the road, but if you're on the pavement like this other prick as well, on the pavement, no lights, nothing. It's almost as if they know I'm coming. Dickheads. Now I've got a little bit of a fucking grudge to bear with these fucking councils, man. Because these councils and their lighting, fucking atrocious. If you're driving down a quiet road and there's a pedestrian or a zebra crossing, it needs to be lit correctly. So how come whenever I'm driving down Tottenham Hall Road, and if you lot know Tottenham Hall Road, why am I driving down Tottenham Hall Road and the zebra crossing has no fucking lights? It's right beside the pub as well. So when the pub is closed and the lights are off, drunk people trying to cross the road at 11:30, 12 o'clock at night. If you ain't fucking paying attention, you're hitting someone. Dickheads. Another thing. People who don't indicate. Exhibit A, car in front of me, Vauxhall, number plate, Lima Sierra 04, double N for November, Y for Yankee. Does not indicate. And now I say, he fucking indicates. You prick. I've been following you for 3 rows and you don't indicate, and now you indicate because I talk about you. I ain't fucking editing this. It's going on the fucking show, and it's going on Twitter on the fucking quotes. I'm quoting your fucking number plate. Anyone want to fucking do a Twitter search, you see me, Bloke Show, at the Bloke Show UK. So anyway, that's my brief show. I really don't have much more to say because I didn't get much time to research anything. Been really busy lately, got a lot of shit going on. I'm going to try and get a show done with Fosh sometime this week. Let's hope that we can find the time to do it. Next Saturday, I'm going to go to the York Hall with Bethnal Green to watch Rev Pro High Stakes. It's another wrestling show. Headlining match, AJ Styles against Zack Sabre Jr. Yes, it's going to be big. My mate Damien O'Connor's going to be on the card. My boy Mark Haskins is there. He's fighting Jay Lethal. It's going to be big. It's going to be mad. And I'm going to do a little review either the following day or the day after. Chances are it will be the Monday because it's on a Saturday evening. Before I go, quick shout, Dino Peppers, Boo Lamont. Highly recommended show. At The High Show on Twitter. Follow The Real Bloke Show with AJ Maggot at TBS Pod. They ain't done a show lately, they need to do one. AJ, get your socks on, man. Seriously. We're catching up with you. We've only been back 3 weeks. And that's it. Done from me. Back soon.